Hello, guys. Welcome to the second episode of Film Philosophy, the show where I share my thoughts and opinions about everything and anything related to films and filmmaking. I'm your host, Subhadip Mondal. I'm an independent filmmaker, and on this channel, I upload short films, music videos, video editing tutorials, and will also upload all the future episodes of Film Philosophy. So if you're new here, then definitely consider subscribing. In our previous episode, we talked about various film watching mindset different people may have and why different people perceive the same movies differently. So if you haven't watched that video yet, then definitely watch that video after finishing this one. So, what do I mean by commercial movies or mainstream movies? And what are art house or simply art films? So a commercial movie is made with the intention of making monetary profit by providing entertainment value to the mass audience. These films are usually well accepted by a greater number of people, thus in turn, these films rake in a huge lot of moolah. These films are usually made to satisfy the audience's expectations and also incorporate topics and agendas that's in trend at the moment, and also the makers cater the script according to the audience's expectations in mind. On the other hand, art house films are made by independent individual artists to fulfill their creative vision, and these films are made for a very niche and limited amount of audiences. These films may be experimental in nature. These films usually have a deeper meaning, highly symbolic contents, and are made on a serious tone. Students of film studies are usually brainwashed and trained to see these films as better than everything else, and they get so blinded that eventually they themselves become either a pseudo-intellectual filmmaker or simply a critic. I don't want you to fall into these traps, and that's why in this video I'll tell you why I think none of these genres are better than the other and why we need both. I believe choice, options, opinions, variety, these words exist for a reason, right? We live in a world where we take pride in ourselves in having freedom of speech, we celebrate and fight for our individual rights. All of us have different tastes in art, food, music, movies, clothes, colors, everything. But still, we feel entitled to get into a defensive mode when someone has a different opinion than us on anything. It's like as if by definition, having a different opinion automatically makes them our archenemies. Why can't everything just coexist? You have an opinion, I have mine, and both are equally valid. Nothing is better than the other. It's just our preferences. I respect your choices and you do the same for me as well. It should be as simple as that. But in reality, humans don't work like that. But you and I are smart and intelligent people. At least we can be better than most of the others. What do you say? So my point is, I believe both commercial cinema and art films are equally necessary and can coexist without getting in line with each other. They simply cater to two very different kinds of audiences and mindsets. Now, if you judge a film on the basis of commercial success, then an art film may seem like an unsuccessful venture. Now, if you are a filmmaker and want to make an art film, if that is what comes organically to you, then you shouldn't worry about its commercial success. If it becomes successful in earning you some profit, then well and good. But you shouldn't complain if it fails to attract a huge number of audience. Otherwise, if you're more interested in making money by making films, or you want to reach a mass audience, then just make a commercial film instead. But you simply can't have your feet on both shits. I hate it when filmmakers whine about more people not supporting independent works. I think expecting that is counterintuitive. Just be honest, do you think those people who make the mass audience, who go to watch a film only to get entertained and nothing else, who don't give a shit about art, will they understand or enjoy a so-called art film, let alone appreciate the film? We filmmakers tend to forget that most of the audiences are not filmmakers themselves. They don't watch a film as we do, and that's completely fine. Everyone wants an audience, a huge audience, but you just wouldn't want any audience. You would want an audience who will understand and appreciate your film as well, right? Or maybe even give their constructive criticism. That's also necessary. But you want at least some kind of feedback, right? So I think if you're making a film and you take your craft seriously, then just make it with total honesty and don't expect anything in return. If you're constantly worried about the people to like and accept your film, then you wouldn't be able to make an honest film and it will show on screen. And that's the last thing you want from your own art. You wouldn't want to come out as pretentious. If you have made a great film, then it will surely find its own audience, if not immediately, then eventually. And if you're making a commercial film, then do it with full conviction as well. I have huge respect for those filmmakers who make great commercial films. If you can make a great film and make huge money with it, then that would be the best thing to do. Christopher Nolan does that. He's making mind-blowing movies and his films are equally successful in the box office.
You mustn't be afraid to dream a little bigger, darling.
We also have films like Andhadhun, which is a great movie in my opinion and is also a box office success.
क्या हुआ?
ऑटो ने रास्ता रोका है।
पीछे ऐश्वर्या राय का फोटो लगा है क्या?
So if you can do that, you have my respect. So it's not about commercial cinema versus art house cinema or which one is better. It's just about your preferences and mood. I watch both kinds of films. I watch and sometimes even enjoy a Salman Khan film.
आप डेविल के पीछे, डेविल आपके पीछे. Too much fun.
As well as I watch, understand and enjoy a Tarkovsky film. But the thing is, when going to watch a Salman Khan film, I don't expect to see a Tarkovsky film and vice versa. I think you got my point. Now before moving on, let me quickly tell you about Skillshare. If you're really passionate about something like filmmaking, photography, script writing, or any other creative skills that you want to develop and learn properly, then you can check out Skillshare.com. It's an online learning community having thousands of high-quality classes on various topics like filmmaking, video editing, design, business, tech, and more. You can learn and develop any skills you want from the comfort of your home. And the best thing about Skillshare is, once you subscribe to their service, you'll get access to all of their library. You can learn anything that you are interested in anytime. Nowadays, most people rely on online classes, and you should definitely check out Skillshare for that purpose. So if you're interested, click on the Skillshare link in the video description below to sign up, and the first 500 people to sign up through my link will get 2 months of premium access for absolutely free. So definitely check that out. There is no need for any kind of commitments. Just get the offer and start learning as much as possible in the first 2 months. And if you like their service, you can continue, which I'm sure you will. And one more thing is that if you want to start your very own YouTube channel and share your opinions on the topics you are passionate about, but the complexity of video production is holding you back, then you can check out my Amazon Influencer storefront as well. Here, I have sorted out the best cameras, audio gear, lights, and other equipment that you may need in order to start making great looking videos. So if you're confused on which camera, lights, or audio gear to buy to start making videos, then definitely check out my Amazon storefront link from the video description below. You can choose the gear according to your budget and needs and place an order on Amazon directly from there. No matter whatever gear you choose from the list, you wouldn't have to regret later on because I have chosen the best ones for you. You just have to pick the one that suits your budget and needs, and it won't even cost you anything extra. So definitely check that link in the video description as well. And if you still need assistance on choosing the right gear for you, then you can directly message me as well, and I will try to help you choose the best gear and equipment that will serve you the best. Now coming back to our topic, I believe everyone has the right to have their own opinion. The problem only occurs when someone tries to imply their opinions on others or try to prove their opinions as superior to others. No opinion is better. It's just that, an opinion. Well, that's my opinion. I don't have the attitude of disrespecting any film, but it may happen that I don't like a certain film, and that's perfectly fine. But I judge the film on its own merits. I cannot simply say, just because the film is an art film and the other one is a commercial one, the art film is better. Maybe both the films are good films and are suited for two different time or mindset. When you come from your office or you want to go watch a movie with your family during the weekend, in such a scenario, perhaps you would prefer and enjoy the commercial one much more. Or maybe both the films are crappy. Don't be afraid to admit that as well. You just have to have an open mind and an honest and unbiased opinion. That's it. As Martin Scorsese recently shared what he thinks about Marvel films. That's his opinion, and I don't have a problem with that, and neither should anyone have any problem with anyone's opinion. If you think my latest psychological thriller short film Paranoia is the greatest short film ever made, then I don't have any problem with that. That's your opinion, and I respect that. And if you haven't seen my short film Paranoia yet and wondering where to watch that, then I'll leave a link in the video description below. Make sure to go and watch that and also share it with whoever you think will dig the film and tell them to pass it on. Anyway, so what do you think of this comparison? Let me know your opinion in the comment section below. Can we just watch whatever the fuck we want and just move on with our life already?
Sorry to inform you, Mr. Mukherjee. Your wife has been suffering from severe depression and paranoia.
Since when, doctor?
I'm afraid for quite some time now.
Actually, I've come to tell you a secret.
You have murder charges against him. So it's in both of our interests not to waste any time.
It wasn't a murder. I killed him in self-defense. It's quite an intriguing story.
Don't try to with me.
Paranoia is a mental disorder in which the person suffering from it constantly feels that everyone is out there to get them.
What am I supposed to do?
Rejection is the sand in the oyster that ultimately produces a pearl. Not always.
I can understand.
And in incident most people would view as an accident or coincidence, your wife would like to believe was intentional.
After the incident, she has completely locked herself up.
Are you trying to f with me?
No, certainly not. The climax of the story was really heart-wrenching. On her way back home one day, the guy came from the other side and threw acid on her face.